It's Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Hey guys, and welcome back to Tornado Alley. So, we are currently in May of 2001. Which basically means that we've been doing this for about 17 in-game months, and we've only just released our second dinosaur. That is how bad these twisters have been, and you're not even going to live very long. My adorable little Homalocephale does all by itself, but I don't have any money. That's the wrong button. I don't need to know about Corythosaurus, thank you very much. I've got to give you a feeder. I mean, I don't have to give you a feeder, but I had 2 Dryosaurus die of malnutrition in the last one, so I kind of want to give you a feeder. I wish I could move through the water that easily and breathe in it. Activity, socializing. Oh, that's nice. You're socializing. There's nobody else here, but you're socializing. You're adorable. You guys are my only attraction, and unsurprisingly, you lot are really not happy. How have I got 32 guests when I only have 5 dinosaurs, 4 of which are the same thing? Yes, Jane, I'm sure they are. I'm sure my guests are unhappy. What's there to enjoy? There's nothing here. How I've lasted this long is beyond me. It's like we gained half a star, then we lost that half a star, and now we're at 1.5 stars. Well, because these twisters have been driving me nuts. Thankfully, we've got a thunderstorm coming, so let's hope that there's no more. There'll probably be at least one more, but after all, again, we're going for 5 stars on every single park here. As we try to get up there, there will be another twister. At some point, I think I'm going to have to make this enclosure bigger, because I want to have all the herbivores in here. Right, let's start with the feeder. Yeah, that much I get. Every time I make some money, and the money goes away.
Urgent message from Dr.
See what I mean? Now I've got to spend money on research. I need the balloon, so what's more important? Well, I don't need the balloon, so I need the safari ride, but what's cheap? I shouldn't have to worry about fences.
Great.
Again, your dinosaurs never really stress out. A high velociraptor, I like that. Your dinosaurs shouldn't ever really stress out, so I shouldn't have to worry about the lack of high or medium fencing. As long as they don't stress out, they'll never break out. The T-Rex shouldn't break out, the Raptors shouldn't break out, the Dilos can't, so we're fine with that. They should never go on. The only reason they should ever go on a rampage is if they get rabies. And rabies is by far the rarest disease that ever strikes your parks. In my experience, I would say bumblefoot, dino flu, and tick infestation are the 2 diseases that strike your park most often. That's what I would say. I don't think I've ever really encountered the other diseases nearly as much. Occasionally I've had gastric poisoning. I did have a bit of a breakout of gastric poisoning during Open Range Safari. I think that was the failed attempt after then the game froze.
I'd like your thoughts on this.
And we got an outbreak of dino flu instead. But before that, the first time round, it was gastric poisoning. I've had dino belly a few times, but rabies I get so rarely. Part of that might just be because once I've researched it, I tend to immunize the dinosaurs so that they can't get it. So whenever rabies does strike, it tends to be on the carnivores that break out, like the Dilos. The Gallimimus can get it as well. That's actually a really nice touch, that the Gallimimus can get rabies. Because they're omnivores. They will eat meat. I don't know what's in the carnivorous dinosaurs that causes them to get rabies, a disease that's supposed to only strike mammals. But the carnivores can get rabies, and the Gallimimus are among them. But again, they'll just collapse, right? Let's get you a friend, little buddy.
Message from Dr. Wu.
close yet so far. So how are we going to lay this out? I mean, really, you can do this with 3 enclosures. That's all you need. As long as you don't, if you don't want your carnivores killing your herbivores or your herbivores collapsing because they can't get away from the carnivores, you need 3 enclosures. Because weirdly, and I'll never understand why this is the case, Dilophosaurus and Velociraptor can live together. It's weird, it doesn't really make any sense as to why, but Dilophosaurus and Velociraptor can live together. Even more weirdly, the Acrocanthosaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus can live together. Yes. Keep writing Fallen Kingdom script, and now go and play with your buddy. I got you a friend, isn't that great? I mean, you're already over 1/6 of the way through your total lifespan, while this one can live a bit longer. Come on, go play. You've got a friend. Now you're going to eat instead. It says in the Dinopedia that Pachycephalosaurus and Homalocephale are friend species. It's what the herbivores do. Species they like to socialise with. I don't find it really makes any difference. As long as you have 2 herbivores, regardless of species, they always play with each other. The thing is, Pachycephalosaurus is the only herbivore in the game that never socializes. It's the only one that never actually plays. It never gets this really smiley image here. It always just has the other one. They never play. They just wander around. And that includes the Homalocephale. In fact, more often, well, fairly often, I see the Pachycephalosaurus actually tries to get rid of the Homalocephale. Like, it actually charges at them to get them away. It's weird. Why is this the friend species? All the Homalocephale want to do is just play around their bigger cousins. But the Pachycephalosaurus just push them away. They're really, really mean. Like, all they want to do is play. And then your thing never says play, despite the fact that it clearly is what you do. Oh, it's already dead. Your frills are clipping through your neck there, buddy. Are you alright? Nice bit of... Is that the rump? I get confused. I've never understood the difference between rump and sirloin. All I know is they're delicious. Opals. High opals as well, yes. Give me the money. Show me the money. Martin is not happy. We can build a fountain. Hey, yes, I know. You've just told me. And we got a disease. I'll get there Saturday, don't worry.
Okay.
Right, it's the Homalocephale with gastric poisoning. What do you know? Well, at the very least, that means only 2 dinosaurs can get it.
I'm glad you've stopped by.
So we do have that advantage. Only 2 dinosaurs can get it. Carnivores, at no risk. I've got this on the wrong mode. Right, it's just you for the moment, so let's hover over you. Don't move. Thank you. And problem solved.
How can I help?
And now we have a thunderstorm. Rainstorm, rainstorm. There's nothing but rain. I mean, I'll take rain easily over a twister. But, that's literally all we have here. Jurassic Park should be more authentic. I know. How dare I have just 2 dinosaurs in separate enclosures, one of which is from the Jurassic. I mean, these guys are in a different enclosure. I'll call it fun for now. Well, yeah, it will be fun. That's the point. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep the window. There's going to be a Safari Adventure Tour in here. Why I researched souvenir stand, I'm not really sure. My guests are going up. I'm going to need another visitor shelter soon. And for the most part, a good chunk of the visitors will just leave. So if you have like 43 guests like I do at the moment, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Still just the two of them at the moment. Let's get another Homalocephale. How my dig team is doing. You guys are exhausted. We might move you elsewhere in a minute. Mediocre and exhausted. Not a lot we can do about this then. Right. Put you in there. Not a lot I can do about it. Woo! Right. I don't care. Do I care? Do I really care? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's good for anything. I really should sell it, but it's good for everything. Get out like Homalocephale will be at nearly 9 months. 9 months? Will be at nearly 100%. It's because I was reading that. I don't know why I said 9 months. That, I don't know. If it's the Gallimimus, great. If it's Velociraptor, greater. If at any point you do want to immunize a dinosaur against a disease so it doesn't catch it, you can do this. It does cost though. Rabies being the most expensive, so... Once they've got the disease and you have shot it, that the dinosaur is now immune to the disease, take that evolution. So let's immunize them against something cheap, just to show it off. Let's go with the flu. And you can either do it for the individual dinosaur, or you can do what I did and select the species. I missed what that was then. What dinosaur DNA did that give me? Is that Gallimimus? Yeah, Gallimimus. Okay. Good, that's useful. Gallimimus DNA. If we can just get the Gallies and the Velociraptor high enough, we can then start going after T-Rex. Speaking of which... I think we're going to need to start putting buildings in here in a minute. Next to Mount Sibo. Always get those two mixed up. Goodbye once again, my money. Oh, that's my part rating gone up. Gallimimus at 79. Very good. Let's go with... What's in the other one? Also Dinodon. Let's go with the sandwiches this time. Sandwiches and chips. That sounds like a great mix. That may be too expensive. We'll find out. Your guests will complain if it's all too expensive. Right. One storm down, back to standard rain. And yes, every time the weather changes, I am going to check it. I've had 2 twisters strike this park. We don't want any more. Yeah, I think we should be good to go with the galleys. Let's just give it a little bit. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Gallimimus in the film are way taller than that. In fact, I'm pretty sure Gallimimus is way taller than that. Well, here you go, buddy. A lovely bathroom is right here for you, Shane.
Hello.
No, that's the toilet itself. Well, here you go, buddy. Already we're getting a queue. My park really is overcrowded. It's not even a park, it's just a straight line.
Message from Dr.
Hey, Velociraptor. Then head to the water, buddy. Oh, you're all so unhappy. Stop whining. Any busy place is crowded. You ever been to Disney World? You've seen the queues that these rides get? You could be waiting for over an hour.
Good to see you.
And you're worried about the crowds in this park. There's how many people in this park? Oh, 40. That's unusually high.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Right.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Do I go for it? Yeah, I think we will. Yeah, let's go.
Great to see you.
How many do I need? 5 Gallimimus. Right. I don't think we're going to get quite that many out just yet. But we can get the Gallimimus out. See what happens when twisters don't strike your park? It all goes by
How can I help?
so much faster. It's so much easier when you're not being bombarded with tornadoes, killing all of your dinosaurs, and lowering your park rating. It's a lot easier.
Message from Dr.
Hey! Never got to hear her do her announcement, damn it. I hate it when that happens, because I love hearing the intros, but that tends to happen at times. I always get scared when it will. She's not going to say it now. I'm not even going to be releasing Velociraptor or Gallimimus at any other point, because I don't think she said it in the Lost World. Right? Well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to inspect our latest addition to the park. The rare Asian dinosaur, Gallimimus, is now being exhibited. It's something like that, anyway. So we have Gallimimus. That's not a Gallimimus. Neither is that. You are. It doesn't really have a face. Its eyes are just long lines. Its mouth never opens. Other than that, it's alright. In some regards, these dinosaurs have not aged well graphically. This is definitely one of them. It's the only so-called herbivore that can get rabies. It is not covered in feathers, because none of the dinosaurs here are. Yeah.
Urgent message.
They're not the most spectacular of dinosaurs, I will have to say that, but they're good. They're fine. Other than that, they pretty much just behave like the Dryosaurus. They have many of the same animations for starters.
Message from Dr. Grant.
What on earth are you doing, buddy? I don't think I've ever seen that animation.
Good to see you.
Grant, get the Velociraptor stuff. Come on. I think I said this already. I'm pretty sure Velociraptor is like the most common dinosaur of these three, is it not? Maybe? I don't know. See the advantages of having having separate enclosures though? My dinosaurs will go all over the exhibits. They don't all gather around in one corner. Still complaining. Nothing makes me more angry than crowds. Really? I can think of many things that can be worse than crowds. A thunderstorm being one of them. You at the base of Mount Sibo.
Message from
Alright,
Dr.
we've
Grant.
drilled into Mount Sibo a bit. It's starting to erupt. It's doing a Mount St. Helens eruption. It's erupting from the side. Nearly maxed out Homalocephale. I thought a building got struck by lightning then. The lightning can strike your buildings and damage them, only slightly. I hear it can strike the balloon tower. I've never had that happen. The balloon tower is always just down whenever there's a storm. I've never had the balloon tower actually get struck by lightning.
Great to see you again.
Are they all good with this building? That's what I want to know. Or is it too expensive? How's that for you, Sophia from South Dakota?
How can I help?
Yeah, that is not long enough yet.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Gold is all well and good, but it doesn't get me DNA. It gets me money, which I've been desperate for a while, but it's not really helping me with actually getting DNA. How are we doing Brachiosaurus wise? I don't think we got much. At 18%. Let's maybe move one of you around. Good and poor. So this is where I'm struggling here. These are all exhausted now, but I still need Velociraptor. No. Move you guys to the next time something happens, or don't find anything, whichever happens first. Let's get a souvenir stand. Balloons, a fun bag, and a toy. Let's go with the fun bag this time. Went for the toy last time. I can't remember which of these I had. We got raptors in the park, it's only appropriate. Well, we will do.
How can I help? Sure.
Right, get those last 3 galleys out. You're nearly dead already. But your sounds are so adorable. I don't like you living this such a short life. You're good. What are my cleaners called now? Since their names seem to change all the time.
Message from Dr. Grant.
This guy works for Dyson. Well, he is a Dyson. Enrico Dyson. Tim Lamont. So here's what they do. They become one with the other guests. That is really creepy.
Message from Peter Lamb.
And then they do that to a building. Walden Ambrose. Pang Carlson. I don't know what they do in here. I've got to go back to base to empty my garbage. Oh, there we go. He's ready for work. And Leon Jones. Good. I'm doing what you want.
Okay.
That might get me there, actually. 100%.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Right. Let's sort you guys out. Put you in there.
Welcome back.
Getting an end to say the thunderstorms now, but... My god, sunlight. It exists. Here on Isla Nublar, there is actually sunlight. Oh boy. I think sooner or later I might actually need to get more cleaners. Setsuko. There's a name. Yes, this is beyond my wildest dreams. I've seen a bunch of low-rated dinosaurs. Well, technically these ones are in the middle. They're 3 stars. So, Homalocephale is now at 100%.
Welcome back.
Whoops. At least you're happy. Until the Dilos get close. There's more cows in here than Dilophosaurus. Anything with that little symbol on the top of it, above the stress circle, it means it's the alpha. We appear to have 2 alpha Gallimimus. I don't know how that's happened. Is it because I released 2 different ones at... Is it because I released like a pair and then the other 3? That'd be my guess. Cleaners! Where are you? Yes, I think things are finally starting to come along nicely. Sunday Twister. If I could just... Where are we in the fossil market? What are we doing? What's this thing like?
Welcome.
Don't want Tyrannosaurus. Now, Cretaceous Amber could come from either of the 2 dig sites. It could be Flaming Cliffs, in which case 1 dinosaur could be a problem. Buy this.
Not a problem.
Good choice.
Because if we could just get Velociraptor high enough, I can start working on the... Whoops. I can start working on T-Rex. And Corythosaurus and Styracosaurus.
Urgent message from John Hammond.
Alright, halfway there with the star rating. Oh, Brachiosaurus. I need to get Brachiosaurus. Unfortunately, that's also going to be super expensive. What do we got? Camarasaurus, Styracosaurus, Styracosaurus, Corythosaurus, Styracosaurus, Camarasaurus, Gallimimus, Camarasaurus. Really? No Brachiosaurus whatsoever. Absolutely none at all. Typical.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Alright. Velociraptor has gone up. A bit. What's their lifespan now? Still 6 months.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Well, so yes, despite their small size, the Velociraptors are incredibly expensive. I really don't get how a star rating determines the price of making the dinosaur. Surely, Brachiosaurus is the most expensive dinosaur to make, but no. I'm not sure which is more expensive, because they're both 5-star, but one's a carnivore, but it's small. The other's a herbivore, but it's big. So, I'm not sure which is the more expensive between Brachiosaurus and Velociraptor.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
We can build our safari adventure ride.
Great.
Medium security fencing.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Your dig teams in the Flaming Cliffs have found nothing. Again. And again. And again. And again. It's time for another storm. We're consistent with the 60%. I'll give it I'll give it that. Saudi Arabia, okay. So But they do occasionally come from other parts of the world, not just the United States. Yeah, well, you're Stephen from Canada. Where are you, Corey? Where are you from? You're from Ohio. I'm pretty sure if I go to my visitor summary, we can probably guess what they all say. Maybe not. Why are the Dino Nerds the one I have to have the most of? Yeah, I think what we'll have to do is, instead of just having a long line, we are going to have to spread things out a bit. I'm not going to put the raptors in here. We are going to want to spread them out a bit. So get a T-Rex enclosure somewhere, get the raptor enclosure somewhere. Sleeping on the feeder, that cannot be comfortable.
Message from Dr. Grant. Message from Dr. Grant.
So lucky Berry. Message from Dr. Grant. Message from Dr. Grant. It does get rid of the stuff that's on the top 2 layers though. So we now have Camarasaurus, Brachiosaurus, but it's low. Oh, hang on. There's a medium. Ugh. The money for a medium fossil. And yet the fossil prices doesn't matter if they're carnivore or herbivore. Do I get it? Do I get it? $10,500.
Message from Dr. Grant.
That's $15,000. I definitely don't want to be spending that. I knew it! I knew that was going to happen. You know what? I don't care because I need both of them and that's a high fossil. Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus. Why can't it be like that more often? Again, this is the main issue that comes from the fact that there are 3 5-star dinosaurs that we need for this objective. And the 5-star dinosaurs are easily the rarest. It's not something we need to worry about in the next 2 parks. Well, no, actually, I'm wrong. It is something that we do need to worry about in the next 2 parks. But everyone else will already be at 100%. There's literally only 2 dinosaurs in the next park that we need to get 100% for.
Message from Dr.
Oh dear. Aww. It's still not going to be 100%.
It's good to see you. Good.
But it's like in the next one, every herbivore will already be there. It will already be at 100%. Even the velociraptors will be at 100%. The only mandatory one that we need to get DNA for is T-Rex. We don't. There's Albertosaurus as well, but T-Rex is the only one where we actually have to worry about it.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Right, so I need to house the raptors in. Not yet. Rest areas. So close. Right. Cleaner station.
Welcome back. Excellent.
There we go. So, for now we have Khalil Spagnolo. I love that name. David Webb, Nigel Jones, Stephen Mosley, Larry Carlson. Right, I wonder if they count as crowds. Like, do they count? I don't think they do.
Message
I'm
from
curious
Dr.
though.
Grant.
How many staff have died? 8 staff killed by the twisters. And that guy, one guy just went freaking flying. Like, he was nowhere near the twister, and all of a sudden, just woo! Just got sucked right in.
Great to see you again.
Wait, how come yours is at 60 but you only live for 7 months? Yet yours is 60 and you live for 6 months. Yeah, you guys have long lifespans. Who's made the most kills? 6, 4, 3, 8, 6. You are a great hunter, my girl. You're good at killing cows. I nearly said sheep then, but we don't even have sheep here. We have goats, but there's no goats in their enclosure.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Finally. And it's only a low one. Of course it is. Alright, well, I think we're going to end things off there. Progress has actually been made in this part. So, let's hope it can continue. It's all sunshine and rainbows for the moment. So, I will see you guys